Hello. Today is June 6th, 2017, and hope everybody's doing well right now. Something that I've noticed, pardon me, that society seems to encourage greediness. The world, it just seems like the world is saying that's a okay thing. It's normal. It's, of course they'll dress it up like, oh, we need competition, and we need to keep things moving along, and for growth and this and that, and kind of dress it up to be something a little more palatable than enough is not enough for us anymore. It's not good, because the bottom line is there's only so much. And if we're greedy and not satisfied with just what we need, but we just have to keep hoarding more and more and more, well, guess what? That means that somebody is not getting enough. And sometimes the face of greed doesn't really give itself away. It doesn't tell you. It's not obvious. Like, damn, you're greedy. Or I'm greedy. Or sometimes it's kind of not as easy to spot, but the energy of it is the same. So maybe we are someone who thinks, I don't really have that problem. I'm not a hoarder, and I'm not taking things from people so that I could just keep on having more and more. That may be true. For most of us, that may be true when you put it that way. But the society that I live in right now also really encourages comfort and easiness, as in, get all you can get for the least amount of effort. That's just the way it is. And so we convenience also. So we've gotten kind of used to this way in Western civilization, like I said, where I am. So now the question is, am I so far into that way of existing that I don't want to give that up, even if it means other people will be better off? Am I so content, comfortable in this lifestyle? So if I was to find out that, the way I'm living is only possible because other people are lacking. Other people's existence is not as easy, comfortable, and convenient. It's harder, much harder, to eke out a living for themselves and their families. So the question is, would I be willing to give up this lifestyle if it was going to mean an improvement in the lives of other people, other human beings who are living and breathing right now? Is my lifestyle demanding that other people are not happy in their lives or are not receiving what they deserve in life, just like all humans do? I don't even know the answer to, I don't even know. It's just a thought experiment. I don't know if that's true at all. I need to research. Then I have this suspicion that it's true, that somewhere something is amiss, so that I can continue to live this easy breezy existence. But that's the kind of thing we want to think about when we're looking inside ourselves to see, what's going on in there. We've often said that love is what it is, not what we want to call it. So I might think of myself as a loving, compassionate, just person who understands, recognizes, and appreciates that every living being, every creation has needs that should be met. So, am I a loving person? Do I appreciate this? And am I ready to serve the interests of all creation, not just my personal self and those in my circle? Do I really care? Or do I want to think that I care? Because it's easy to become callous to the truth of the matter, which is a lot of people are suffering needlessly. We get complacent. Go to the downtown area of the city you live in, and maybe some downtown areas are not this, but the ones that I've known, you'll get to see the imbalance. And you'll also notice that we've gotten used to the idea that some people don't have a home to live in for protection from, even just from the rain and the cold weather. I've even heard people describe the homeless problem as if your being homeless is kind of effing up my stuff here. Like, why do everywhere I go I have to see homeless people laying around? Wow. It's become very common to hear. I've heard several people make comments to the effect of, well, they're lazy, or they're on drugs, or they just need to get their act together, and just so no compassion. Sometimes we don't appreciate that. Had we walked in someone else's shoes from the moment they stepped on the scene to right now, we would be that person. We would be that person. Anyway, so we'll drop back a bit. We started out with greediness, and it seems like it's just this competition. Who's better? How much shit do you own? Including your home. Do you rent or do you own? Because if you're just renting, I can't really, people kind of sort of look down on you, right? What do you drive? What kind of job do you have? And what is your title at that job? You see, and so all of those pressures around us, knowing that people are judging us, is pushing us in the direction of being callous toward, of being callous, and of kind of our innermost feelings become distorted, gets confused, because we got this pressure of people looking at us like if we're not of that same nature, or we're not moving in that same rhythm of get more, be better, impress, rise up higher. So what? So that you can look down on other humans? Because guess what? That's the effect that it has. You ever have somebody look at you? Maybe not, but maybe you have. Someone look at you like the idea is just like you don't really exist. I don't know your name. I don't want to know your name. I don't even want to ever. I don't even see you. I like just like this total dismissive. But that's the kind of attitude that is encouraged, along with that greed. This attitude of things and money and prestige are more important than human life and life of all creation, including our planet. Look what greed has done to the planet. Every farmer knows, going back from civilizations back, when you cultivate a ground with certain types of food, there is a cycle or a system that you have to go by so that you don't destroy the soil and make it useless eventually. It's a give and take. You can't just keep on greedily taking from the earth so that you can have more, bigger, better, and fill your storehouses till you can't anymore, so that you can't do this to the earth. And yet, because of human greed, look what's happening to the planet. We need trees. We cannot exist without trees. And we all know the story. We don't have to go over all the details of what's happening to all of our forests. Like, not all of them, but, so much. Miles and miles, acres and acres for money. And that attitude is rampant now, where it's like fellow feeling and compassion don't even fall into the equation anywhere at all. That's just stupid talk now in this day and age. Huge corporations worth trillions of dollars are running things and running our home into destruction. Alright? So, and the attitude is just everywhere now. So, but, we were optimistic. Not only optimistic, we know that it can't go on like this much further. It's like a balloon that has been pumped full of air to that point. It's at that point now. It's going to burst. Because the planet can't sustain what's being done to it anymore. It's being abused. And now humans are being abused. And we don't even know it. We feel it. Like, damn, how come nobody cares about me? So many people feel that way. Why do I feel like I don't matter? Because guess what? Money matters. That's the name of the game. But it's not going to always be this way, because it is going to pop. And it just seems like in the next 4 to 8 years, we're going to see really, really, really big changes. Because it has to. And the effect that it's having on people is just... Do you know someone who suffers from depression or some form of, something in that area? Yes, you do. Probably do. If it's not you yourself, it's somebody that you know. Why? Because that's the other side effect of what's happening to the planet too. We are part of nature. There's not nature and then us. We're all connected. And what's happening to the literal planet is also happening to us. We feel the effects of this greed. So we need to prepare ourselves that things are going to change. And I can't remember that expression. Just like when you squeezed so much out of something and there's nothing left. That's where we're at. But that's good news though. Because we're living in a hell right now. This is a hell. This is a hellish existence. How many people really do you know that are happy? Not just, I'm doing all right. It's okay. It's good. No, really happy. How many people do you know that are not really happy. We can't live like this anymore. And the good news is that we won't be living like this for a whole lot longer, or it just feels that way. I have no proof of that, but you know. Anyway, just some thoughts, stuff to think about, and then finally to ask ourselves that question: when it does, because I really believe that it will, when it does get to that point where it's like, okay, we have to give up some of this comfort and convenience so that others can have as well. Are we ready to do that? Are you ready to work a little harder? Give up some of the comforts that you've grown used to, because it just, we don't have anywhere else to go. Anyway, this has gone long, so I want to wish you all much love. Take care. Bye.